streaming live Madden NFL 20. It's free play days. If you have Xbox Live Gold, you can play this free from the 5th through the 8th. Got Tom Brady here, who I can't stand the Patriots, but that's just me. Seahawks. There's one thing that struck me as interesting here. That's my favorite player right there, undefined. On the Colts. I don't know how long that's been like that, but yeah, you need to fix that. All right.
Accessibility settings.
My team, not the best team in the world, and I'm playing in intermediate settings, and I really haven't played Madden like that. I've played Madden a handful of games over the last couple of years, so I used to play it back in the day. But I haven't played it regularly in at least 3+ years. I was always a 2K fan back in the day. That tells me everything. I thought I muted the music. Apparently I only muted the music in the menu. We're gonna skip this. I don't need the copyright. Come on, let's get to the game. I got the Jets. We should get destroyed here. This should be interesting. Look, it's undefined. Andrew Luck. Gotta edit these loading screens. He's not there anymore. Alright, so X Superstar Factors.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl from right here in Orlando, Florida. Coming up, the AFC looking to make it 3 in a row as they square off against their rivals from the NFC. I'll be back at halftime, but first, let's get you downtown at Camping World Stadium. Standing by our broadcast team,
we're playing
Brandon
Pro Bowl.
and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
Can't call football handball because there isn't really handball. I don't know what you would call this. But soccer's like the #1 worldwide sport anyway. So.
All set to go now from Orlando. The 2019 NFL Pro Bowl is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football at any time, but you know he'd rather be preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
A.J. Watt, Von Miller. All right. Coach suggestion. We'll just go to coach suggestions right now.
Ready? You ready?
They're playing on defense.
Breeze now on first down. And right
fumble.
away, he lost the football. And luckily, one of his teammates able to fall on it, so the NFC will hang on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Breeze. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
But he plays for the Giants, that's how
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Almost for the battery.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Good job.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week, but these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right? You go back to OTAs, mini camps, preseason camp, games, the whole deal. They ought to know each other pretty well, and in an all-star game like this, key situations, you find someone like that who you know will be exactly where you think they're supposed to be.
You know what? Play tight. Oh, let's see. Let's run it.
A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. They run with Conner. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
I'll try running again, but...
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On first and 10 is Conner. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The AFC with a football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
I'm get on the pass instead of running.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 24-yard line.
Let's just go for it.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Panthers, Luke Kuechly there on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll try to run forward with Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th and 2.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Should have just passed it, but whatever.
Here's Jason Myers now for the AFC field goal try. Myers' kick is good. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
There we go with that copyright music.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Good Lord.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the number 1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Which way did they go? Which way did they go, George? I got nothing against Drew Brees.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Breeze. Ertz over the middle. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I didn't realize how quick time is going over here. Clock is sped up.
Now the leading rusher in the league, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys, his second Pro Bowl. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here now Roberts. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
And that's caught inside the 30. Woo. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
All right.
Jason Myers now for the extra point.
Kind of flipped that a little bit.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score.
Cowgirls over there. The Eagles. The Saints and the Falcons. The Pro Bowl. At Camping World Stadium. What kind of name is that for a stadium? I'm just saying. I like all the branding now, dude.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Inaccurate kick. They still got 23 seconds.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the AFC out on top. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Boy, this AFC team has figured something out. They've got the lead again, looking to make it 3 in a row since the game moved to Orlando in 2017. So the question, what can the NFC do to come back? We'll ask that of our guys as we send you back to Camping World Stadium.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Play action again. Unsuccessful.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Well, it doesn't look as nice in the replay. It looks like it just kind of like magnetized those hands. So just, hands are made of magnets. Boop. Just went in there. I don't know. It's kind of weird looking.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Stupid. At least on the normal difficulty.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Get my foot out there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running the jet sweep, Landry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden Studios right here in Orlando? That's where Coach and the guys hang out as well.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to
Mahomes hit. He lost the
second of fumble. Get the ball.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
It looks awkward in the replay. Yeah, slow that down. Oof.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
Whoa.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Gurley.
Oh, my God. Yo.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Oh, that's horrible.
A big run there by Gurley. 68 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Breeze now, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Michael Thomas there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Still plenty of time in this game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. it's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
I have to pass there.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place. But in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll look to throw. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's back to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. Now the NFC going to take a timeout there 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones.
Oh, my God. If they
really nice pickup
of
14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. There's Breeze to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10.
I just didn't want to potentially score it. I thought they were just going to go for the win, but heads. AFC's win the toss. Fantastic. Yeah, we want to receive.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Should have won this one.
This one fielded at the 5.
That allowed him to come back.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
oh my God,
that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there in overtime. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
There was a fist pump on the sideline? Let's go for play action.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
Please, we need
and this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones.
Yeah, plenty of time. We have 2 minutes.
For Drew Brees, this is 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years. But still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Breeze now to throw. It's caught, Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. Now Breeze looking long for Thomas, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Breeze again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC 17-yard line. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down, he finds a way to convert.
He was taken down by the Texans' Jadeveon Clowney.
No, they didn't. Why wouldn't you call a timeout? This is not on the stupid difficult. This is not even on easy. This is on normal. Why wouldn't you call a timeout? Oh, wait a second. Okay, so they must have changed overtime rules in the last couple of years. We got 4 more minutes? Oh, this is not good. I thought it was over.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Rosas is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Oh, my God.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd and 4.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And Cook has it, left side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, it's Gurley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The left side completion to Jones. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other.